Ramble.
Thank you to Chime for sponsoring today's episode.
Well, I had the new Kingsbury Crunch Bites.
I haven't had those yet, but I saw that they had them at CVS.
Yeah. You saw them at CVS?
Yeah, but
I saw them in like my dog food bowl, which I also don't have a dog.
Well, I was at CVS, but they showed up in my car.
Oh, I see. I get you.
That makes sense. You go into CVS, you
And
check
then,
out,
yeah.
you come back, you
They're
open
there,
up your glove.
Right.
It's a bunch of little Kingsbury bites in there waiting for you.
Kingsbury Bites.
That's cool.
Admittedly, there's less gunk in the bites because there's only.
Well,
so
it's
much
just the
room.
ratio.
Yeah. It's kind of like similar to Reese's. The different sizes of them have different proportions, and the bites have less gunk.
Yeah.
Which is great because I hear there's a lot of people out there who don't love the raspberry gunk, or they don't like how much more gunk they added.
Yeah.
Me, I'm a gunk lover.
I'm a gunk boy.
I like the gunk, but yeah, I don't know.
I'm a little gunky gremlin over here.
Yeah.
It reminds
get
me when they
enough
used to
gunk.
have the tangerine gunk. That was bad.
I've tried to track it down everywhere.
They don't
It
make
was-
them anymore.
No.
No, that was like 2005.
Yeah. It was a good time.
Yeah.
It was like Surge Soda, Clementine gunk.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's having a moment right
Clementine?
now.
Oh, we were. I had tangerine gunk.
Tangerine. I'm
Clementine?
sorry. I
thought it was
misspoke.
sometimes like
the
different
regional.
coasts. Yeah.
No, I
yeah,
just
it's regionally
misspoke.
different.
I feel like it's having a moment right now, though. I saw like Kim K was posting about it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, she found some in her like shapewear drawer.
Just wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Now, guys, we don't normally do shows right after lunch.
Yeah, there's an energy. It's subdued.
And-
It's also look. Let's just talk about it. It's a rainy day here in LA.
I love it.
We rarely
You
get
love
them.
it? You freaking.
You don't like the rain?
No.
Sorry.
No.
What?
We
I wanna
moved to
live-
the desert.
I want to live in a drought.
I love it. I love it.
I want
It's
to steal water from the towns around us.
That's so
and
nice.
live in a desert.
I like waking up to the rain and it's like, oh, it's a little pitter patter of rain. And then I have 2 cups of coffee and I'm fucking twerked and I look out and the pitter patter of the rain. On
I
the
woke
just-
up in the middle of the night and I heard it raining. And then all I did as a homeowner was like, oh shit, is there anything outside that could get fucked up by this?
Oh, you woke up in panic.
I was like, because every other time it's rained is when I haven't had the furniture covered outside.
Yeah.
And I have at times at 2 a.m. gone outside and dragged my furniture
Ugh, a
like
nightmare.
cushions into the guest house. Be like, go, 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 go.
Yeah. You don't
And
have rainproof, guys?
no, so I do, but because it's under my magnolia tree and it rarely rains here, so much pollution is on those leaves. So the first rain it gets, there's so much that comes down.
Yeah.
And
When you say pollution, what? It's just
yeah, it's just the
Gunk.
dust. It's just dust. It's dust that becomes like way less delicious gunk because the rain hits it. But yeah, like it's almost like it's not tar, but like there's so much pollution in LA.
Dude, my buddy, we were walking down the street to the Hollywood Bowl Shuttle to see a concert, and it's on this really busy road. And Miles, don't you patronize me?
No, I was listening.
Don't you patronize me?
That is my listening
That is not your listening sound.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna bust that out later. We're gonna see what you think about it. We're gonna see.
Okay, Zach.
I took that same
Interesting.
shuttle the other day. What a shuttle.
Yeah, it's a great one. But his arm knocked against a palm tree that had just been collecting soot from the cars, I guess, or I don't know. And it was this impenetrable muck and dirt and dust. And we're breathing that every day. And what a joy.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah, that's why. What happened
What
to my
did you
audio?
eat for lunch,
What
Miles?
happened to my
Tell the
audio?
people.
What happened to my audio?
Well, we were auditioning a new mixer, so I unplugged everything, and then I
You
replugged that back
auditioned
in.
a mixer?
And then we returned
What kind
it.
of script did the mixer have to memorize?
It was a. I hit the soundboard.
What the fuck is that? What's happening?
I hit the soundboard. Nothing happened.
Why? Where's the sound?
There we go. Here we go.
There it is. What's the what?
The new soundboard, same sounds.
So, oh wait,
Hey, baby.
Hey, baby,
yeah. So,
I'm coming back for you, baby.
but yeah,
We reached the moon.
I muted you, but it was because I muted the wrong track.
I don't know.
We got it. Yeah. What's up?
I saw
We gotta
somebody
figure this out.
I saw somebody talking about how that the Carly Rae sound.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
were saying they wanted me to sing that lyric with the "Hey Baby" voice that I was doing, so that's why I did that just then. That's for you, Twitter user.
You guys on Twitter?
Not for long.
Elon Musk, the baby bitch. Let's talk about him.
Do we want to? Yeah. Well, so here's the thing about the blue check.
Blue check.
Are you guys paying for the blue check?
Hell no.
So y'all know the context.
I'll have a blue
here.
check everywhere else.
Yeah,
Who cares?
That's true.
Megalomaniac, internet edgelord, and
Electric car mogul.
overrated human.
Yeah, for sure.
Elon Musk has bought Twitter. It's a fish. And he's making it an unusable hellscape. It's going to atrophy. He has announced this plan to make all verified users pay.
It feels like a bad plan.
It's a bad plan. I think it's easy for the unverifieds out there. What is that like? I'm going to be joining you soon.
Yeah.
It's easy for the unverifieds to say this is like a champagne problem, but it is an everyone problem. It's a platform problem, right?
Yeah, because he's trying to monetize it, but also like I like Twitter because I get to see like some dumb take by fucking whoever. And if I want to see a dumb take by, Bob Odenkirk, then all of a sudden Bob's like, well, I'm not going to pay to do this, so I'm going to stop being on the platform. It used to be a fun place, and then it kind of sucks that it's going to be a dumb place. Like, I don't think the Twitter, like, you're right, like, obviously all this cool stuff happened you described, but to me, it's like a bummer that, like, the memes that are just kind of fun, that's going to go away, and it's going to be dumb again. Yeah.
Do you think someone will make the next Twitter the way that like people sometimes say like Facebook was like an evolution of MySpace? Do you think there will be an evolution of Twitter that replaces it?
It sort of was though, right? Because Facebook, like people, I'm trying to remember the history of it, but people migrated from Facebook because something better was out there. I guess it was also sort of dying because people got cluttered and ridiculous.
Dying at the time that Facebook was being born. And also Facebook, like all successful things, like went straight for the youths first. Like the youths were all on it first. In fact, it was exclusive to college students on at Facebook. And then like sort of like Snapchat wasn't exclusive to kids, but it was definitely geared toward kids. And then other people got on it. And like TikTok, again, musically geared toward kids. Then other people got on it. Instagram, geared toward college kids. Everyone got on it. So it's got to be something that gears toward whatever the college kids talk about now.
Yeah, and Twitter wasn't profitable for a really long time.
I don't know that. And none of these things are. It's like...
Yeah, but that's the funny thing about business is that a lot of businesses are just like, well, we don't make money.
Right.
That's so dumb.
They make billions of dollars, but they're not profitable.
No, which is like so interesting.
But people get paid.
Yeah, but I think it's like they get paid because the VC funders are like, well, maybe I'll make a ton of money like way later. Or they go public.
Right.
And then that's how they make money. Business is dumb.
Business is dumb. Well, because business is based on capitalism. You guys want to talk? You want to talk about capitalism?
I don't want to talk about
I don't want to talk
capitalism. I want to talk about Klingsberg Crunch. That's what our audience wants. You can't keep hitting buttons that do nothing. There it is.
But it's just it's based on perpetual growth, right? And that's just not real. You can't just grow forever and ever. Did you see the article "Welcome to Hell, Elon"? It was
No,
it may have been on The Verge, but it was.
I'm on The Verge.
Nice, good for you, man.
You're on the verge of what?
Freaking out.
You're about to start working out?
I'm freaking out.
Oh, freaking out.
Yeah, well, I had a bunch of coffee today. Zach, thanks for showing interest in my story. But yeah, go for it, Zach.
You were on The Verge?
Oh, I thought we were going to hear about what you're on the verge of.
No.
That's kind of more interesting to me.
I don't want to talk about what makes me sad anymore.
That's true. We want to talk about happy stuff.
I want to talk about something that makes me happy.
You know what makes me happy, Keith?
Yeah, Zach?
Well, we had a Philly steak chase.
Steam chases today for lunch were good.
Yeah, it was good. And we had a bunch of Philly cheesesteaks for lunch. And then I think I drank too much water.
You just said coffee a second ago.
Well, it was coffee and then it was water. How many coffees is too much to have?
3.
Yeah.
You think? No.
Well, it depends on what the time frame.
Yeah.
I have 2 every morning. I have 2 every morning. And then I typically have water for a while. Then the afternoon comes around and I have an iced tea thinking that's going to do it. And then I'm like, fuck, no, it's not. And I grab a Red Bull and I cruise on into the sunset.
You're a freaking trailblazer. You know that?
I don't know how I do it.
Update alert.
Uh-oh.
Zach, what's going on in your life?
What's going on? What's going on?
What's an update?
What's going on?
When does this episode come out?
Fucking in a couple weeks.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
or maybe when I'm on tour.
Maybe when Keith's on tour.
I'm in the Midwest again. Come see me.
So our Elon takes are going to be really
cold
tepid by then.
Very cold.
Maybe he'll have sold it.
We could release this next week and then release the other ones a little bit.
So you're in the Midwest right now?
Probably potentially. I'm going to be in the Midwest the week before Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I'm going to be in the Detroit area, and then like all the St. Louis, Kansas City, Des Moines, Omaha,
Love it.
and Detroit.
That's
But
good.
really, Royal Oaks, Michigan, outside of Detroit.
And do
So
you
come
need
see my show, Lou Berger, the band, comedy band, so funny, so musical, so talented, so handsome. Come see us.
Hey, baby.
Hey, baby.
Use code HeyBaby at checkout to get 0% off.
If
your
you come
ticket.
up to the merch table and look me in the eye and go, "Hey, baby," and you have to really nail it, I'll give you a sticker.
I want
A sticker?
I want you to think through this. You want this to happen because I want you to make eye contact with me.
Yeah, look at
now
him.
imagine I'm a stranger.
Yeah.
And I come up to you and you go, "Hey, baby."
It'll make me laugh every
Yeah.
time.
Okay. All
pretty
right.
good.
You
It'll be
heard it
tough
here.
though because some people are gonna like see it happening and just try to do it. So I'll have to halfway through be like, "How did you hear about that?"
Yeah.
And they say the tripod. I'll be like, "Yeah, okay."
Yeah, that's right.
Now, does their "Hey, baby" accent need to live up to a certain standard?
Oh yeah.
Oh, so you'll
the
reject.
trick is you have to make your mouth wide.
Hey, baby. Hey, baby.
It's got to be wider than it is tall. See, you sound
Hey,
good.
baby.
See,
Yeah, that's pretty
That's
good.
pretty good.
it's about the width.
Yeah.
The girth of the mouth.
Zach, what was your update you were talking about?
Yeah. Thank you. I was really excited to share this update. So this weekend is my lovely Maggie's birthday. She's
My lovely Maggie.
my lovely Maggie's birthday. She's turning the big 3-0, and she had this big idea for a party, the death to her 20s party, where Maggie was an emo kid, and she's like, "What if I throw an emo night? What if I do like a whole emo party, like Black Parade style?" So Maggie decided, like, you know what? It's too stressful. We got too much going on. We're planning this wedding. It's gonna be the week after Halloween. People aren't gonna want to dress up. You know what? Don't even worry about it. Like, I have my bachelorette party coming up. Like, I'm just gonna not do it.
Yeah.
But then, as it got closer, I could tell she was a little sad.
Yeah.
She just, because, she's the kind of person that is like, I don't need anything for my birthday. And then when her birthday comes around, she's like, why am I not doing more?
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know what? We're throwing this emo night party. So I've been putting it together with some friends, and a lot of people are very excited. We're doing it. I want to say it's a surprise party, but I think that she's figuring it out because, again, it was her idea.
That's cool. Yeah.
The party was our idea, but we are going to be doing an emo night where we are going to be, everyone's going to come in all black or Avril era attire. We're going to have clip-on hair extensions with like different colored highlights,
Really fun.
fake bangs, chokers, candles. I've got some coffin aesthetic going on, the little cupcakes. We're going to be doing, got the fog machine going. We're going to be doing emo karaoke.
Oh, that'll be so fun for me to see and to do.
We should
Because
get
I was gonna say because that's gonna be really fun for me I'm excited to go.
You want to come?
Is my invite? Is that
Your
gonna be?
invite-
Is that gonna be in my email? Because you know what? You
Yeah.
gave me a whole bunch of crap for not.
Yeah, but
inviting
you know
to
what?
my
It's
party.
not-
But you know what? It
it's
is
not-
me and Maggie are friends.
It's not my party.
Oh sure.
It's
So got it.
Maggie's party.
Okay, cool. All right.
I tried to keep the invite list mean and lean.
Lean. So only people that like
I got
produce
invited.
Maggie's
Rainie,
podcast.
if you're listening and editing this, you are more than welcome.
Yeah.
Oh, what's the first thing you do when you wake up? Is it checking on your credit score?
No.
Didn't think so. Well, at Chime, that's exactly what they do. With their secured Chime Credit Builder Visa credit card, you can start to build credit with your own money. Chime reports your payments to credit bureaus to help you build credit over time. Their members see an increase of 30 points on average. All of this with no annual fee, large security deposits, or credit checks to apply. That's pretty sick, if you ask me. So, start your credit journey with Chime. Sign up takes only 2 minutes and doesn't affect your credit score. Get started at chime.com/tryguys. That's chime.com/tryguys. The Chime Credit Builder Visa credit card is issued by Stride Bank N.A. pursuant to license from Visa USA Chime checking account and $200 qualifying direct deposit required to apply for the secured Chime Credit Builder Visa credit card. Regular on-time payment history can have a positive impact on your credit score. Impact to score may vary, and some users' scores may not improve. Out-of-network ATM withdrawal fees may apply except at MoneyPass ATMs in a 7-Eleven or any Allpoint or Visa Plus Alliance ATM. I got invited to Miles's birthday baby bash.
It's not a birthday. It's a baby rager.
It's for the baby's birth.
Yeah, I didn't
And that's
invite
on Saturday.
I didn't invite Zach though. So
That's not this. That's not this Saturday.
no, it's the 12th.
Yeah.
I thought it was this Saturday.
No, it's the
No, it's
12th.
next
Oh,
Saturday.
hell yeah. I got 2 weekends of partying coming.
Baby rager, baby.
I'm stoked for
Ragers.
that.
It's
Tell
gonna
me
be
about
fun.
this baby rager.
Well, so me and Sarah are having a child.
Are we
which
all
is-
drinking out of bottles?
Yeah, we're gonna do shots in bottles.
Oh my God, that's
There's
cute.
gonna be baby theming. We wanted to do a baby shower, but we didn't want to like put on a crisp shirt and like pretend that we're gonna be serious all of a sudden.
You're not.
because we're not.
You'll never.
It's gonna be crazy.
You're
so
not a crisp shirt guy.
that's right.
You're too tall to be crisp.
So baby rager, we were like, well, we don't want to do a baby shower because whatever. And so we're having a big party and it's gonna be fun. We invited a lot of people, but
You throw good ass parties.
thanks. We were good at it, and I feel like we always have fun parties, and so that's
You're
why.
good. And it seems like you make all of your furniture disappear somehow.
I know, yeah, I know.
I always go to your house for a party, and it's like, where's all the furniture? This is great. There's so
people-
much room to stand anywhere you want.
People are always like, wow, you guys do so much parties, like the food's so good and whatever. Like, what's your secret? And we're just like, well, we spend like a lot of time and money on it.
Yeah, that's what you have
like
to do.
we like make cheese boards and shit, and it like looks fancy because it like costs a lot of money.
Yeah.
So
Are you doing a fancy ass cheese board?
yeah, we always do. Sarah makes these amazing boards. It's
You
like
should make
cheese
it
and
look like
snacks
a
and-
big baby,
It's not a bad
and
idea.
then you eat.
Eat the baby.
Yeah.
You know what I just bought
What's
for
that?
my party,
What's
and
that?
maybe I can loan it for your party.
Well, yeah.
Is
Well, I'll
smart.
see it when I go.
Yeah. Smart bulbs for the ceiling,
Oh,
color changing.
Oh, yeah.
cool.
Yeah, I'm stoked on that. I did
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot of research, and then I bought the ones that people say are really buggy because they
Got
were
it.
cheap and they came the fastest.
Let me tell you, all of them are buggy.
That's what I
Every
assume.
electronic,
yeah. It's all buggy.
they're buggy.
And what's fun about the color changing lights? So these are like LED, lights that not LEDs. They can turn any color, right? And you can coordinate them.
Yeah.
But if they lose power, either in a blackout or apparently just from the light switch being turned off overnight, they lose signal. And how do they tell you? How does a light tell you that it's lost signal?
Turning red.
It blinks like crazy.
Oh no.
And so people are like, if you have a power outage or if it like turns off, it is nauseating because you're walking
good.
through your house. It's like,
Ah.
That's good
Yeah.
for a party, though.
I can't
That's
wait.
good.
Maybe you should actually
Just
disconnect
not.
them.
Yeah.
Disengage them.
That sounds like a good idea.
yeah.
What I love about your party, Miles.
Yeah.
You're about to be daddy,
Here it comes. Yeah.
papa,
Papa.
papa.
I told Sarah I was gonna have our child call me Pa, and she really didn't like that.
I like pa.
No, Pa. Well, because you know what?
Hi,
That's
Pa.
like one
Hi,
of
Pa.
the most southern things about me, which I'm not very southern, but I do call my dad Pa,
Ooh,
which is sort of hilarious.
I love that.
And Sarah was fearful that our child was gonna be be encouraged to call me Pa. So I think it's off the table.
I think it should be back on the table.
Yeah, Pa.
I'll call you pa.
Pa.
Did your dad want you to call him Pa?
I don't know.
Just happens.
I've never asked him. It just kind of happened.
I feel like you don't really get to pick.
Mom and
you're
Pa
called.
too, not Ma and Pa.
You know what's weird? I call my mom Ma sometimes.
You do? Yo, Ma.
Hey Ma.
Hey, yo, Ma. Let me meet
The
you.
Midwest, Chicago, they all call their ma's Ma, and then they call their dad's dad. or I think maybe sometimes they say Pa, sometimes they say Pop, but they always say Ma. I'm really tired.
I'm imagining that this segment's being played for some sort of
My
Webby
eyes are-
nomination.
My eyes are tired. We didn't get nominated for the Streamies.
Oh, come on. I got a Webby.
Not a single dang fucking one. And you know how much I respect them.
What do we have to do?
I've spoken nothing but praise.
We have
That's a good
3
point.
podcasts, which, by the way,
Yeah.
go subscribe to our new podcast channels on YouTube.
That's right.
Guilty Pleasures and You Can Sit With Us. They've both got their own new channels. And whoever gets more subscribers at the end of the month, we're going to dump spaghetti on the
their heads.
loser's
On
head.
the loser's heads.
But neither of them are nominated for an award.
And it may or may not be Tucci month over on Guilty Pleasures. So
We're
go check
talking
it
about
out.
it.
Check it out. We're
It was
talking about doing
supposed to
Tucci
be
month.
holiday movie month, and then they got on their own fucking weird slide and said, "What if it was just Tucci month?" And I was like, I don't think that's as relatable as
No, it's relatable.
what I pitched to you guys that you were on board for until you came up with a dumber idea.
We had talked about Tucci Clock somewhere, but it was like, we were like, holiday month. Oh, that's really good. We could do this movie. Oh, that movie is Stanley Tucci.
Yeah.
We should do a whole Tucci month.
Tucci month, baby.
Kate was like, no.
I mean, it's not my show. I'm just good at ideas.
Yeah.
Whether you take them or not, that's on you.
You know, I've been recently watching a lot of Gary Vaynerchuk videos.
Why?
Because he's funny to me.
Him?
And it's sort of like,
I follow him on Instagram for the same reason.
yeah, because it's kind of funny to me, and it's also sort of like lightly
It's
motivational.
too much for me.
It's definitely too much always.
No
but
one
I am
needs that
kinda
kind
like,
of
oh
motivation.
shit, that's like kind of a good point because it's like a really like basic point. It's like don't look under a rock if you want inspiration. Just like look straight.
It's like
forward.
the only reason you're sitting on a shitty couch is because you own a shitty couch.
Yeah.
Go get another couch. It's like, what the fuck is this talking about?
But he's also like he's always about like making content into other content, and his like thing is like have a podcast, transcribe the podcast, sell it as a book. Like he's like, and I'm like, interesting. Yeah, I guess we could do that. And this is just a book now.
Imagine if people had to read this.
we go.
The constant Kingsbury Crunch ads, the constant changing of stories,
Yeah.
and
Kingsbury, yeah, maybe we did like we're mentioning the brand too much.
they paid a lot.
They did pay a lot, so we want to.
Well, they paid a lot in Kingsbury Crunch.
in
bars.
Kingsbury, we get paid for
We were talking about like 4 topics, and I don't-
Update alert,
No,
Keith.
no,
What's
no,
going
no,
on?
We were talking. I'm not done. I want to talk about your party, and then after
Yeah.
the party, we were talking about something else.
So let's finish up the party.
And then wait, what did you talk about after the party? You talked about Ma and Pa.
Yeah.
And then after the party,
Baby, I'm having a baby.
And after that, you talked about something else.
I'm
And
having
then
a
we're
baby.
then I have an update. I think.
And then Keith's update. He was excited
okay.
about.
Well, so your party.
Yeah.
Oh, and we were talking about lights. That's what
Maggie's
it is.
party.
So what I'm excited about for your party, you're about to become a pa.
Yeah.
This is like your last chance to be baby. Hey, baby.
I don't know what does that mean.
I
Yeah.
think
What does that mean?
I think that this party for you,
Mm-hmm.
you should be baby. I think you should gallop around in a diaper.
Gallop.
I think that you should make people feed you.
Do you need me to show up dressed as a baby?
That'd be kind of cool. You did
I've
Ring
done it.
Baby.
I've dressed as a baby
I've seen it.
a lot.
You know, that's interesting that I'm going to be baby here.
You're baby.
I guess I am baby.
Sarah can be baby.
Sarah can also be baby.
You can both be baby.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, it was sort of like let's all party. Essentially, we were just like, let's remind everyone that we love to party.
A pregnant
because we
baby's
won't be
pretty
able to for a
weird.
little bit. Yeah, it is a little weird.
I think that you should make people feed you all night, feed you drinks,
I like that.
feed you food,
Yeah.
change your diaper.
Mm-hmm.
Slice up your grapes.
Slice grapes.
Yeah, you
don't
don't want to
choke
choke on
on
a grape.
Is that for babies?
Yeah.
You gotta
You're
know
not
this.
ready for to be a dad.
I took a baby CPR class and it was terrifying.
You
It
told
was
me about
so
this.
fucking
I
scary.
imagine the best way to save a baby's life is just to plunge your fingers into its throat and pull it out.
Not necessarily, Keith.
Oh, fuck.
You're supposed to. That's called a swipe. You're supposed to swipe it only if you can see the food. If you can't, you might push the food deeper. But
that's
it-
so scary.
it was a scary class.
Don't they
for
have
like-
little like a little thing they put on people's babies' faces, like an anti-choking device that's new?
Oh, maybe.
I think there's a new
A
anti-choking
muzzle?
device. It's
guy-
like it almost
feed
looks
them
like
through
a
a mesh.
It kind of looks like an oxygen mask,
And it pulls it
but
out.
it has like a
Suction.
sucker. It's
Oh,
like a
God.
syringe
They're
oxygen
so
mask.
fragile. I don't worry about that.
Wow,
But-
I'm gonna feed my baby only smoothies.
Yes, I probably will do a smoothie type thing. But yeah, with the BBC CPR class, it was terrifying because also the guy told a haunting story where Sarah asked, Sarah was like, well, so have you ever had to like do CPR on somebody? Like as a fun little like, have you ever had to do it? And the guy was like, yeah. He didn't make it.
Oh God.
And he was a scuba and he went into this harrowing story. And I was like, yeah, we shouldn't ask that. We shouldn't ask that question.
Scuba diving?
It was like a guy scuba diving, and then he like had a heart attack underwater or something.
And then he did CPR.
Yeah,
He probably
because this is
also
about
had some-
blood flow. If your heart stops,
He also
you
had
can
some
keep someone
fucking
alive for
pressure
like
problems, too.
hours by giving them CPR.
Prove it.
So here's a hot tip for everybody. Yeah, if somebody stops, the thing about the stop breathing, they're not breathing, their heart stops. Give them CPR because if 5 minutes without CPR, they can go brain dead. But if
Yeah.
you give them CPR, they can be alive for hours
You just
up
gotta
until they
keep
restart your
breathing
heart.
for 'em.
There
Yeah.
was this whole era where people were like, "Don't give CPR because then
They'll sue you.
They'll sue you."
You have to ask for consent.
they're dying.
What if they're unconscious?
From the person around them. Yeah, but that's the whole thing, though. You have to be like, hey, can I save your child? Can I save your whatever? If you know how to do it.
Wild.
Yeah, it's really crazy.
You want me to try to save it? Yeah. Like, you want to sign this real quick?
Yeah, no
So you
sign.
won't sue me?
Do you have a pen?
I
Okay,
gotta
I'll be
find a
right
pen.
back.
Hold on.
But there's a law called Good Samaritan
Good Samaritan law.
that you can't be sued if you save someone's life.
So if you fail,
Yeah, no, you can't be sued either.
Oh,
It's like
okay.
if you're helping out in a way that's not crazy. But anyway,
update alert.
woo!
We're gonna need to update the board. It's
Yeah,
not
it's still Halloween
We
themed.
need some jingle jangle.
It's a Thanksgiving turkey.
There you go.
Oh, that was chicken.
Oh,
You just made a chicken sound. You went bagok.
yeah, but turkey's got to sound like that too. Oh,
You know that.
That's how turkey sound.
Chicken is.
Yeah. Oh, that's scary.
That's what chicken sounds
That's
like.
pretty scary.
Maybe we should record me making bird sounds for the new soundboard. It'll be the soundbird.
Yes,
I love
sir.
Soundbird.
Soundbird. Bird board.
Really good.
What update do I have?
You had it. You were excited about
You're
it.
so-
Well, let me
that.
tell you what I did for Halloween. It was super cute. Before we move off of Halloween, I played the theremin.
Oh yeah.
And Zach came over. We put up a bunch of spooky lights in my yard. We had a fog machine. And this really actually became a very funny porch hang,
Yeah.
which I've never done. We had like
Oh, that's cool.
10 people smashed onto my porch. We were just hanging out and
I
kids would
think
come up.
more. It was an overwhelming party for a Monday.
It was really fun. And
That's really fun.
the funniest part was that I had the theremin set up in the living room. I ordered Pizza Hut because that's me. And when people were going around the table to get Pizza Hut, they were just getting into the field of
theremin.
the theremin. So they were just getting pizza but activating the theremin. So
Oh,
getting
wow.
pizza created such spooky music. And
That's
it was
awesome.
It was just so funny because I didn't have to man the theremin because there was always people nearby it.
I love
But
that.
then someone had a baby play their baby play the theremin,
Whoa.
and it was very funny because it seemed like the baby kind of understood that it was making something happen.
Wow.
But not really, it's
Yeah.
a baby.
I actually also, excuse me, Jack.
We're cool, right?
We're like friends.
We're like friends. So I actually also gave out candy to kids
Ooh, yeah.
at Kendall's house because Kendall lives in a really popular Halloween street in
Nice.
in the neighborhood. I'm not gonna say where it is. Beverly Hills. No, I don't live there. But okay, so we did that, and I set up all these spooky lights, and it was like a general store. We took 2 equipment racks, and me and my friend John lit it all up, and I wore a rat mask and terrified children.
Oh, you were scary.
I was kind of scary.
I love that. I
so-
think that's the right call. Scare the
It
crap
looks like
out
you
of the
don't have a
kids.
neck. It
Yeah,
looks like your
so
head is floating.
It was kind of scary.
What's
'cause
happening?
there was like all these. It was really dark, and so I was sort of like laying in the grass, motionless. And then as kids would walk like really close to me, I would just stand up, and I'm so much taller than them,
Yeah.
and it was really good and fun.
What was the average age of kids? Because I feel like around Keith's house, it was all like this was their first Halloween.
So really young kids, I had a top hat, and I had a top hat, and I would put it on and go woo, like I would do a little silly thing, and then once it got darker and darker, the kids got older, and then I
Nice.
was like scaring those kids.
I just remembered. So there were some. So we always do the hold out the bull, and I say you can take 2 of anything.
yeah.
And some kids get a little grabby. Well, there's one kid who I saw from far away. A buddy of mine had let this kid take like 2 giant handfuls, and I heavily scorned my friend. Like he gave away so much candy to that kid. We're not gonna have enough kid for everyone else. But then when I was handing out candy later, these 4 like little girls came up, and they were like, "Wow, your house is the best on this block. It's like spooky and fun." I was like, "Cool." And then I also had some like little mini Pokemon card packs that were for like trick or treating. Like Pokemon made like a trick or trade Pokemon packs. They have 3 cards per pack, whatever. But I had them in the bowl with the candy. And this little girl, she's like, "Oh, can I have Pokemon cards and candy?" I said, "Sure, you can have one of each." And she grabbed like 6 packs of Pokemon cards and a handful of candy. And I said, "Whoa." I said you could have one. And she said, "Well, I really like Pokemon cards." And then she reached back in with her hand and said, "Ah!" And I pulled it back and was like, "Don't you dare!" And she's like, "I just want a little more." I'm like, "You have plenty." And then she went again, and then she reached again. I said, "Get away from here, you little gremlin!" I just fully
Gremlin.
called. Well, she was being a little gremlin.
He was.
She was
Just-
trying to grabby grab.
You can't grab
Can't
it.
grab, you grab. Okay, I wasn't gonna do this, but I got a little bit of a bone to pick with the Habersberger Halloween clown. Okay, here it comes. So there were many people handing out the candy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them, not going to say who, but a bunch of them
Whoa.
would just start throwing candy at the kids. Just saying, no interaction, no nothing.
You gotta make 'em say
You
trick.
gotta, look, it's a trick or treat.
Yeah.
It is a give and a take. I'm gonna stand with that bowl. I'm gonna wait for you to say trick or treat. If you
Right.
don't say it, you're not getting shit. Then I'm gonna say, hello, little kid, what are you dressed as?
Yeah.
And they're gonna say, Spider-Man. And then I'm gonna say, whoa, can you do any Spider-Man tricks? And then they go, pew, pew. And then I'll say, very good. Here's your candy.
It's true. You do need to require some sort of conversation because I feel like actually Halloween is about children getting used to talking to other humans they've never spoken to before.
I think it's a civic service.
In an understood, we have a bit of small talk.
Yeah.
And you say some things about yourself, get through that weird nervousness, and then I give you candy because you were brave.
Because you were brave.
Because it's scary to go talk to
teaches you to love thy neighbor.
I'm fucking afraid to go knock on my neighbor's door that I haven't talked to and ask for something. It's
Yeah, that's
weird.
true, yeah.
It's weird to talk to people in person and it's scary, but you need to conquer that fear. And
It's about building community. It's about a neighborhood. And if we just live in a world where kids come up and silently are handed candy, well, that ain't a world I
when
want to
I
live
was
in.
your age, I had to trick or treat for the candy.
I had to dance.
You had to dance for candy?
Yeah, they said, dance, monkey. And I said, I'm not dressed as a monkey. And they said, dance, monkey.
we had some good costumes, though.
We had some good costumes.
The little girl who's Boo, who's what you wanted to be.
Literally the costume that I said I
Yeah.
wanted.
Yeah.
Her parents made it for her. On Guilty Pleasures, I gave a shout out to Trick or Treat, which
Yeah.
is a undersung Hollywood gem, and there was a kid dressed as that mascot, and it's a terrifying costume.
Wow.
And the kid was silent, and you couldn't see the kid's real face, and it was fucking scary.
That's spooky.
Like a little scarecrow man.
That kid was allowed not to say trick or treat.
Yeah, that kid
He was playing the character.
He's in a character.
That kid fucking gets it. So Maggie was sick, and so I went over, dropped off the lights, hung out with you guys for a little bit, came back. But she was like, in and out of bed, pretty delirious, and she was like, I can't interact with any trick-or-treaters.
Totally.
So she turned off all the lights in the house and was just sitting there in the dark quietly because she didn't want anyone to know she was there. And I came home and I turned on the
in the
light.
dark?
She's like, turn off. Because she just didn't want anyone to know.
Scrooge McPumpkin.
And people would ring on the door, and then she would see on the Ring app, and she would just be sitting there like, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, that's hard.
But we put gummy bears outside, but they went quick.
Just loose gummy bears on the
Yeah, just a
doorstep.
handful of gummy bears.
He dumped out a jar of gummies on the ground and then say, hey, trick or treat for you.
Yeah, that's good.
Trick or treat for you, kids.
Turns out this is a trick. Well, I hope you'd enjoyed this 3-week late Halloween conversation.
No,
Now-
it might have only been a week late.
I have a segment for us.
Oh, no kidding.
No kidding.
baby.
Hey,
You're going to
baby.
need to update that board.
Yeah, probably.
It's been months.
It's a segment called You Might Be a Zach Kornfeld If.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, if
If you
have to call the pharmacy once a month to argue about how to get your medicine in a timely, easy fashion.
You
might
might
be
be
Zach
Zach
Kornfeld.
Kornfeld. God, it is so annoying. I have medicine that I need to take, and there's no like auto shipment. I have to go stay on a 7.5 to 10 minute call every week and go through the same questions.
Yeah.
And they add, and I have to say yes, no, and I try and cut them off because I know what the questions are, and they like, sir, I need to complete the question. I'm like, okay.
And I don't know what it is about our schedules, but I'm there
You're there all the
every time.
Well,
I don't know how.
because I never want to deal with it, and then I remember when I'm at work. I get text messages about it. But I made the mistake once. They're like, do you have any allergies? I'm like, yeah, I'm allergic to food, but I don't think that's relevant. And they're like, what is it? And they're like, dairy and bell peppers. And so every time I'm on a call, they go, and I have your allergies listed as dairy and bell peppers. Is that correct, sir? And I'm like, yeah.
yeah.
I regret
mean,
telling you that because it
for
makes
sure.
this just 10 seconds longer, but that
Yep.
is a thing I'm allergic to. Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah, wow.
If you
You are a guy who got new glasses. You might be Zach Kornfeld.
Oh, yeah. I've actually got a pair of 2.
Zach's trying to be glasses for fascists. Fashion. Not
Fascist for fascists.
I realized halfway through that trying to turn the word fashion into a rhyme with
fascist.
with glasses was not the word I was going for.
Welcome back to Glasses for Fascists.
Glasses for fascists. I don't think that's a segment we should do.
We want fascists to see the errors of their ways.
That's right.
So we are going to be donating 10% of all glasses proceeds.
To anti-fascist regimes.
Now, Zach, you've got new glasses.
Yeah, I've got 2 new pairs.
You heard about this? You guys heard about this? Zach's got new glasses.
2 new pairs.
And
2 new. One of them is magnets and they fall apart at the blink of an eye, and the other one's gold.
do you worry that people will think you're not as cool?
I worry about that every day.
Yeah.
There's some genuine worries. So I have always dreamed of being one of those turtly old men who Keith is sleeping.
I'm not.
I looked over and his eyes
he was asleep.
his eyes were fully closed and he was meditating.
That's
I'm
wild.
tired. I honestly, in my mind, I was going, pink socks, Birkenstocks, pink socks, Birkenstocks, pink socks. As you said, I'm afraid of not being cool, and I looked at your pink socks and Birkenstocks. I'm like, are you? I just sort of got lost in pink socks, Birkenstocks, pink socks. Then I was like, would that be an interesting band name? I don't know. Probably
Pink
not.
socks, Birkenstocks?
Yeah, maybe not.
Yeah. Pink Socks is a good band name, though.
Pink socks,
Well,
Birkenstocks.
pink sock is like a dirty thing, isn't it?
Is it?
I don't think we can talk about it on the show.
What do you mean?
What are you talking about?
All right, I'm going to say it, but we have to bleep it all out.
You're saying that like
It's when you...
what? What? That's what pink socks is?
No, it's one pink sock. I remember hearing about it in college. People said.
Look. Okay, you know what?
Well, I'm going to bleep it, obviously. Rainie, bleep it.
Guys,
Rainie,
I
I'm
need to
sorry you had to hear it.
I need to tell you that this is the one time it's worth going over to YouTube to just look at the look on Keith's face. That he's just kidding.
Mortified.
I can't believe you haven't heard that before. In like high school, someone's like, blah, blah, here's the thing.
That's just
It's horrible.
For
I'm
my
sweating. I
butthole
gotta
to
take
go
off my
inside
cute ass
I
sweater
know, it's a horrible
and
thing.
reveal the same shirt underneath in a different color.
Without a recipe. Oh, and that's another without a recipe thing.
Yeah, we got cool merch coming out
Yeah.
soon, but this is actually not what it looks like. This is the original prototype.
Can I have one?
No.
No. Stop
What
asking.
if I just wear it around
Stop
my neck
asking.
like this? Is this
Always
cool?
asking.
All right, I'm gonna do this. Pink socks, Birkenstocks. Yeah, I got 2 new pairs of glasses. 2 new pairs.
New pairs.
I want to be one of those turtly old men who are just dripping in fashion,
Yeah.
like, you know.
This is
You
cool.
gotta get a bowler hat.
Nah, bro. But I will get a cane eventually, and maybe like an ascot and some paisley. So I, look, I'm probably gonna keep the main pair in the vids. I think that's still my hero pair. But maybe in these pods I can mix it up a little bit.
That's good.
I got a thicky rimmed one for the first time since fucking early BuzzFeed, since college, and that to me is gonna be like my suit look.
Oh, yeah. They look good. They're sort of Edna mode.
Yeah.
It's sort of your Clark Kent look, serious business.
Eugene was in the office yesterday and was asking me for some updates, and I was talking to him, and I felt so smart
Because of the new glasses?
because I can actually see. I'm used to very thin framed glasses,
Yeah.
and when you have thicker glasses, Keith, you can kind of see the border, right?
Yeah.
Right. In these thin ones, you can't.
Oh, no, I can see the whole thing.
Right.
Yeah.
So with the thicker rims, I was aware of them in my field of vision, and so it was affecting my speech and my behavior. I'll wear them next episode, and you're gonna hear that's a sophisticated ass boy.
Yeah, wow.
You're going to hear it.
You're gonna hear it. I wanted the record to show I did not have Philly cheesesteak, and I feel great.
It wasn't the Philly.
It was a village. It's also a rainy day.
It's a rainy
The
day.
barometric pressure is
got a
low.
Where
little
the hell's Rainie been?
I got a little bit of the cold that's going around. When I get sick, it fucks up my guts.
Yeah.
Any kind of sickness doesn't matter. I get tummy troubles. So I'm just tired.
Rainie's on the way back to, I don't know, somewhere. She's working from home. Rest of
I
the way.
don't-
to
approve.
somewhere?
That's cool.
I would like her here.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
We miss Rainie.
We do miss Rainie.
Star of the pod. I'm gonna have a bite of tuna.
Now,
No.
as the Try Guys, is there anything you wouldn't try?
Oh, God. Jesus Christ. If I had a nickel. What's the craziest thing
you
you've
had to
tried?
try?
How did you guys start? Who came up with it?
I actually did have a question for you guys. So, you know what I was wondering? All right, so if I'm a young kid or I'm like 25
Sure.
and I want to start a YouTube channel and I want to be a freaking big famous YouTuber.
It's too late. You're 25 and you're a young kid. I tell you, we were out somewhere and we went to a party full of barely 20-year-olds, right?
Oh, that hurt.
We're barely 21-year-olds. And I was like, I saw the line. I was like, we need to get out of here. We're too old for here. This is not for us.
And then Kelsey, we were with Kelsey Guerra, and she was like, guys, what are you doing? This, like, it's great. Like, we saw each other. She's like, no, you didn't. I just saw Zoe Deutsch and Jimmy Tatro online.
That's
it's a cool party.
That is cool.
And
we're
like,
like,
okay.
That sound pretty freaking cool. Celebos are here.
But when we walked out, there were 3 girls who immediately screamed, "Oh my God, Try Guys. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh." And we're like, hey.
No, they didn't all scream that. They screamed, BuzzFeed.
They did scream BuzzFeed. They screamed Try Guys and BuzzFeed. But then I was like, we're too old to be here. And they're like, what? And no. And I'm like, yeah, we are. It's okay. Don't worry. I'm not. My feelings aren't hurt.
How old were they?
They were maybe 21. I don't know if they were there.
One of them said
Legally.
that she... One of them
I'm just
said
telling
that,
you
What
the
was the
truth.
party? What was the party?
It was like
brand
a
thing?
warehouse party downtown. It was like a Halloween party, and we're like, oh, this. And Kelsey's friends knew the person who was throwing it. So like, okay, well, let's go.
2 standouts from these drunk children. One, they were asking what we were dressed up as, and Maggie, she's like, "What are you?" And Maggie says, "I'm dressed up as Mia Thermopolis from the Princess Diaries." But she said Mia Thermopolis, and instead of saying, "I don't know what that is," she just goes, "Oh, I'm too young for that."
Oh, that's so fucking rude.
It was so
And then I
cutting.
said, "I'm Taco Bell," and they went, "Oh my God, that's genius!" I'm like, it's not genius.
Wow.
But it
very
is
genius.
stupid.
You're
and funny.
selling yourself
It was
short.
funny. But
I'm too young for that.
yeah, it was amazing.
But to also assume, not to assume, like, she jumped through so many assumptions of, like, if it were a thing,
I would have already known about it.
I would know.
Yeah.
But since I don't know, you're old. It was
yeah,
so
and she was
cutting.
right.
She was
Yeah.
right.
We are old. But anyway, we went into the party.
Yeah.
Eventually. We had to wait in line forever. And that was another nightmare. And I was like, Kelsey, you know the person's throwing this party. What are we doing in this line?
Yeah.
And we got through the line, finally got into the party. It looked cool. If I was 22, it would have been the greatest Halloween party I'd ever gone to. 100%. It was dope. It was really cool.
But we're in our 30s and we're afraid of COVID.
And we weren't and we weren't drunk.
Yeah.
And like, so it was like, well, this is cool. Everyone here's having a great time. They look at least 10 years younger than me. I think we should go.
Yep.
And then we did.
Yeah.
And we went over to Jarvis's place, and that was fun. That was nice. There were YouTubers, and while there were still young people there were young
Jarvis and-
people in our field. So at least I was more comfortable.
Met Eddie Burback.
Oh, cool.
Nice guy.
Nice. I think it's funny.
Yeah.
And we met a girl who's a cat on the internet.
I enjoyed that.
We gave you that tease yesterday.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
She
She's a
introduced
cat.
herself as, "I'm a cat on the internet." And
What
I
kind of
went,
cat?
"Oh, go on."
Wow.
She runs a Catstagram. She has a viral cat Instagram, but she is the person who does it, and she prefers to say it as, "I'm a cat on the internet." And I'm like, yeah, I guess you are.
I guess you are a cat. Your personality is
You're a
being
cat,
on
the internet.
Yeah. But that was cool. You guys are sort of rubbing elbows with...
Rubbing elbows with the people. Eddie, when I said hi, I introduced myself. He's like, "Yeah, we're mutuals on Twitter." And I was like, that's a funny thing to say.
We're mutuals. We follow each other, I guess,
I
right?
liked that.
We're mutuals.
Very nice.
That is cool.
But we just hung out for a little bit.
We
I don't
ate
know.
the fuck out of their Fritos.
Oh, let me tell you, they had extra large Fritos.
The scoops.
They were meant for scoop
Fritos
and dip.
scoops.
But if you don't dip, they're just
so much
incredible.
corn. Oh,
And you guys were too old for this previous party?
yes.
This one was
you
more
heard us.
our speed.
Then we found a bag of scoops and started eating it.
I
hard.
munched hard.
We ate so many scoops.
Fritos are good because they're simple. It's corn.
Yeah.
Yabba dabba dick
It's
corn.
really good.
But
It's
like
really
the
fucking good.
saltiest,
I
crunchiest
love
corn
it.
that ever was.
It was
So
good.
nice.
And I
Fritos
was-
are underrated.
Yeah. It was a fun Halloween though. It was very like, it reminded me of being like 23 when you're like trying to find a cool party, because we went to 3 different parties, but the first party we went to was absolutely the best party we were at. And while I'm glad we left, in another world, like maybe we shouldn't have.
That's always the trouble about bitch party hopping is you might regret it.
These are friends of ours who are so fucking crafty.
So cool.
You walk in through the side, like normally like where you like put your garbage bins, right? Like the
Yeah.
side of the house, and they turned it into this like mesh maze where you have to like weave and duck, and there's like
it's so
spooky
cool.
sounds, and then you get to the door and there's a cauldron that you have to open up, and it says, it's like purple light glowing, and it says take a card and hold on to it, and it's a tarot card with like different
Whoa.
cryptic things, and then you open the door and it has like this reflective surface, and you open it and then there's mesh and different colors, and they had a giant skeleton. They had, inside their
cool.
house, different birds. They're really incredible with lighting. I actually, I talked about my new smart bulbs. I got a lot of tips from them over text to relight my house in my backyard. Yeah. They have, what was it, a 20-foot moon on their roof? And I'm not exaggerating.
Whoa.
It's at least, I would say,
12?
8 to 10 feet in diameter.
Oh my God.
It's
incredible.
Humongous. But it just like to be at a party that was so dedicated to the theme. And I just I know Halloween's over, guys, and you want to talk about Christmas. I love Halloween so much
that rules.
because I love dressing up. And more than anything, I love walking around and mingling with strangers. It's the ultimate social lubricant.
It was the most Halloween party I've ever been to with the most committed variety of costumes.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah.
Like people, sure, there were a couple of people there who had barely costumes, but there were people there with like really, like obviously the very, very scary, very, very sexy, both sexy and scary, just totally funny.
Yeah.
Like immature funny, like clever funny, pun funny, like myself. Like just so much costumes. Got to talk to people and people would be like, well, who are you? Who are you? Very funny. Ha ha ha. And it's like easy small talk.
Because I was dressed up as if from Everything Everywhere All at Once, I had a pack of googly eyes, and I secretly went around the party and I'd be like, Maggie, come with me. And I was like pretending that we had, and I'm like, I'm going to do something bad. And then I would put googly eyes on different things around the party.
Fun.
And when they were cleaning up the next day, she sent me a lot of photos and it really made her laugh. But, you ask, why did we leave this great party?
Yeah.
There was a rush towards the end of new blood. And there was a guy dressed as Squid Games, which I'm like, you're late, bucko.
Lame.
Lame-o.
Is it a year late?
Yeah, bro.
Pretty late.
Oh. When did Squid Games come out?
Oh, we did. I
Halloween.
was Squid Game person last Halloween.
Oh.
I was the robot girl.
It was the hot cast of last year.
That's right, yeah.
Can't do it
Last
this
summer.
year.
The show was last summer.
I was willing to
while
let it slide, but I'm waiting in line for bathroom, and he comes up to me and goes, "Are you dressed up as Dragon Ball Z?" And I'm like, I gotta get the fuck out of here.
Oh, no. Yeah, that's tough.
outta here.
Get out of
He
here,
wasn't dressed up as Dragon Ball Z.
You little Squid Game bitch.
man. Jesus.
Whoa, intense.
I was surprised there wasn't more Euphoria costumes.
In general, or
For Halloween, yeah. Felt like that was going to be a hot one.
yeah, but it's just kind of dressing hot.
That's true. But no, the Cassie, Dallas, whatever.
Yeah,
Anyway.
yeah.
Well, that's so cool to Halloween. I had a good Halloween too. Yeah, we went to a couple parties. I was party down with a bunch of my friends. But then before that, I was Sarah was Tony Soprano, and
love this.
I was a duck. And she used her pregnant belly as Tony Soprano's belly. It was really fun. But then we were at a party for a couple hours. She's obviously super pregnant, so she gets very tired. So she was there for a couple hours, and then she left. And then when she left, I stayed and then had to change into my party down costume with my friends.
Nice. You had a transformation.
A dual costume.
You were a duck, and
type.
then you weren't a duck.
Exactly. I saw a Rhaenyra costume. That was pretty cool.
Ooh, what?
I thought that was good. Rhaenyra
What's that?
from the new Game of Thrones thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun.
House of Dragon.
Yeah, it's fine.
Little.
It's not what it was, but it's also not like that bad.
Everyone's favorite new incest show.
Yeah, people are not as alarmed about the level of incest. Like in the old Game of Thrones, the incest is shot as like sort of violent and wrong. And in this, the incest is like supposed to be hot. It's very weird.
Yeah, incest is back, baby.
Like, no, but it's so fucking weird because like I felt like in the original Game of Thrones, it's like anytime Jaime Lannister and Cersei are doing stuff, it's like, like it's like horrible. The music's intense. It's like supposed to be wrong.
I'm blanking on it. Becky was telling me about another show that has incest, and I feel like
Yeah, I'm like, what's the deal here?
what's the deal?
It should be. It's gross.
Why is there so much incest on our TV? Is it more common than I'm aware of?
No, I think it's just.
Is it a taboo that people are interested in?
Why do they insist on incest?
baby.
Yeah, but it's sort of. I think it's a fantasy thing, like olden days, because there's a lot of. Well, there's a lot of incest in like kings, monarchies, because they want to keep the bloodlines.
Yeah, because they were stupid.
Because they're dumb as fuck.
They didn't know that genes thing existed.
They had no idea about jeans and denim.
None.
Well,
Oh,
guys,
that's what it is. It's the Peripheral has incest, right?
I didn't watch it. No spoilers.
Oh, maybe not. I looked TV shows with incest, and then it autocorrected to TV shows with best.
I don't think Peripheral has it. You know what movie had it? Was the Barbarian movie. I watched that last night.
It's so dope.
It was.
Oh, I'm so excited to watch it.
What a ride.
What a ride.
What a fucking ride.
Guys,
Don't spoil.
It's on HBO.
Don't
and
sleep on this one. I was going to not watch it, and I'm so glad that I did.
Go in knowing as little as possible. It starts spooky, and it is
Ends kooky.
Yeah, there you
It's
go.
spooky
You
and
want
It's
spooky
both?
to kooky?
No
It's
way.
the official movie of the TryPod.
I gotta fucking watch it.
It
Dude,
is
it's spooky kooky.
Awesome.
It's so fun to have a movie that, I mean, like, you know, there are themes, but it's not, I feel like our modern horror is really in a post Get Out world.
Yeah.
All modern horrors tried really hard to be these grand social allegories. And there's something really exhilarating and thrilling to have a horror movie that's like, nah, this is just fun.
That's great. I gotta watch it.
And then also the thrill of being surprised again. To just go into a movie and really, you start this movie, there's no way that you know where it's about to take you.
It really is a surprise.
That's great.
Constant surprise.
I gotta fucking see it. Maybe I'll watch it tonight.
Well,
You
if you
should.
Cheeky little Wednesday movie.
Cheeky little Wednesday,
Well, it's not Wednesday for the listeners.
it's Thursday.
Or later.
You know what's crazy too? Okay, you talk about surprising. Is I'm watching this movie,
Yeah.
right? And I get scared at one point, and I kind of jostle in my seat, and I go, "What is?" And I hear like a, and there's like a little crunch, kringle, and I reach down behind me. In my chair was a Kingsbury Crunch,
Oh wow.
and it was the one without raspberry gunk,
Oh, that's
so an older
old
one. Yeah, it was old.
and it was without the crunch. It was a Kingsbury Chew,
Oh, the chew.
Kingsbury Chew.
Yeah.
Oh.
I never had one of those actually.
They're good.
They're chewy. I've lost 3 baby teeth on one. And if you ever need tooth help, or probably something related to hygiene, then here it is. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. Look at all these quarter-inch cables.
That's right, because I was gonna do the new mixer, but then I didn't.
But we didn't, yeah. There's no reason to have these yet, but I'm excited about these.
What's up, Miles Nation? How's everybody enjoying the episode? I hope that you're having the fantasticest, most bestest day.
Oh, thank you.
We're having a great time.
Thanks, Keith. Have you ever wanted your... Hang on, I gotta think of it. Hang on, just give me 1 second.
We weren't.
Zach Vamp, talk about your fucking the tea or something.
Okay, we weren't planning on recording an episode today, and then we came in and said, "Miles, I think we should." And then he was like, "Oh."
And then Zach was like 4 hours late. Zach was
We
like, "Let's do."
definitely are filming this about 4 hours after we
I was
planned to.
on my way into the office, and then a moving company said, "Hey, we're gonna be there now." And I'm like, "What do you mean you're gonna be there now?" And they're like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Can you
Yeah.
do it later?" And they're like, "No."
No.
And so I turned around.
Yep.
Moving companies. Oof.
Moving companies. My sister is moving across the country. She's coming here to live with us, which is very exciting. But yeah, she's keeping all her stuff in my house for 2 months.
Oh, wow.
Because she's ended her lease, but is not actually moving here till the new year. So I just get a lot of boxes and a new chair.
Hey, nice. Miles, we're going to need some advice.
All right, here it is.
He doesn't know what it is yet. I can tell. He hasn't thought of a damn thing.
I got it. I got it. Okay, here it is. Have you ever wanted to be the smartest guy in the whole library?
No,
Get a library card.
because if you're ever the smartest in the room, that means you're not challenging yourself. You should surround yourself.
Shut up. Here is a tip that's going to get you to be brilliant. Bookshelves are for fuckers and dorks.
Yeah.
Ebooks are for gorks
Robots.
and blah, something else. But if you want a solution to store your books
What was that?
in the best way ever and take up floor space, because an empty room is an empty boom. No sex for you. You're going to want to stack those
Hey, baby.
books. I sometimes, depending on the room, like to do a design that is books stacked vertically.
Yeah, it's cool.
And that can be cool to be like, look at all these books piled around and everyone loves them. And so we've been doing that in some of our rooms for a couple of years now. And it's just like a nice little solution to use the vertical space instead of being in a horizontal place.
How many books do you got over there?
Too many, man. We got a lot of books, and I love buying books, but I'm really bad at reading them.
Yeah. You know what my favorite thing to do is?
Buy books.
Borrow your friends' books and don't give them back. I love borrowing. I'm that friend. I borrow books all the time.
Yeah.
And I don't read them.
For sure, yeah.
And then I just keep them.
I just like having them.
I have a book from Will that he gave to me in the Dover office.
Really?
It was a long time ago.
Really long time
That was
ago.
like 2018, 2019.
I forget that we were even there.
Long time ago.
It was a long time ago. We were different people then.
We were. There were different people then.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, indeed. You know, I love people have been listening to the show and they've been saying, guys, you seem so happy and carefree and light. I love the vibe as of late.
How do you think you're going to feel after
And
this
how
episode?
do you feel now? But actually, it has been, hey, can I be real?
Yeah, be real, friend. It's time to be real.
Is it?
No.
Kling gong.
It's been really nice
Yeah,
vibing with you boys.
I agree.
Yeah. I do me also.
And I will never let you record an episode after Philly cheesesteak day ever
No,
again.
why? Well, how is this different than in the morning?
Hey, baby.
See? Miles has got his finger on the trigger.
I'm the
still.
Vibe Smith, man. I'm cranking out good vibes all day in this
The
place.
Vibe Smith. That's a good.
That's cool.
That's a good Twitter handle.
That's cool.
At Vibesmith,
Yeah.
for sure is taken.
Vibe Smith. Yeah.
Check it right now. Well,
For
not
sure
if I
it's taken.
pay $20 for it.
Yeah.
Vibe Smith. That's fucking dope.
Vibe Smith.
That's like a good YouTube account where you like just tell people what's in and what's out.
Thanks for shopping at the TryPod.
Thanks for shopping at the TryPod.
Yeah.
We'll see you next time.
Yeah.
Keith, hit us with that TryPod theme song.
Mm.
Well, when you're out on a date, yeah, and you want to have something on your plate, yeah, then get a Philly cheek steak sandwich. Eat the sandwich, eat the sandwich.
Philly cheesesteak.
Philly cheesesteak.
Philly cheesesteak.
It's a TryPod. Get your Philly cheesesteak at phillycheesesteak.com/klingsberrycrunch/raspberry gunk.
Hey, Zach, say something to close it out.
Should we give a shout out to the person who made a Klingsbury Crunch website.com?
Who did it?
Klingsbury Crunch, the official company.
Well, I know, but who is their new social media manager?
Whoever they are, they're doing a good job.
Doing a good job.
Have a good ass week.
Have a good ass week.